So let me call your attention specifically to the two things that we are most engaged in at this point in terms of a leaner, short-term approach to getting revitalization off the ground. First of all, there's something we call Reboot Now that wraps itself around the 5 phases of revitalization. So let me walk through those very quickly with you. First of all, there's the aligning of perception. The question we're answering here is, where are we? We need to identify exactly where we are on the church life cycle. The idea is to align our perception of ourselves with reality. Church leaders have a tendency to perceive themselves to be a little bit more healthy than they actually are. And so in this phase of aligning perception, we really bring reality to the table. We look into the mirror and we describe, we define, we determine exactly where we are at the starting point of revitalization. Secondly, there's the alignment of vision. The question we're answering here is, where do we want to be? We've learned where we are, but where do we want to be as a Great Commission church, as a church that effectively reaches into the harvest? What we want to do is align our vision for ourselves with God's vision for us, God's vision of our being a Great Commission, Great Commandment church. We want to close that gap between where we are and where we want to be. The question, of course, is how do we do that? Well, in aligning strategy, the question we're answering is, what will get us there? What are the things that we need to do? We want to align what we do with our stated vision. Lots of times churches have a vision statement, but it's only words on a page. It doesn't really drive ministry. And lots of the activities of the church really have very little to do with its stated vision. Well, we want to correct that. We want to make sure that what we're doing is actually in alignment with that vision. Part of the issue is the alignment of structure. We're answering the question, who will get us there? This is about leadership, aligning how we lead with our vision and strategy. Leadership oftentimes devolves down to just church management or church operations. But what we want to do is make sure that as leaders, we are leading our churches in a direction that is in alignment with our vision of where we want to be and our strategy of what will get us there. And then finally, there's the alignment of people. The question that we're answering here is, what will keep us there? Leadership might have the capacity, short term, to get us moving in a direction of revitalization. But in order to stay there, we have to align our insiders and newcomers with our vision, our strategy, and our structure. The folks that are currently part of our church need to get on board. And as newcomers begin to arrive, in a sense as the outcome of our revitalization vision, we need to assimilate them quickly into the life of the church, into the life of our vision, as we are introducing them to Christ, helping them come to faith, growing them in that faith, so that they might be mature in their faith in Jesus Christ. So we have Reboot Now with these 5 phases. Where are we? Where do we want to be? What will get us there? Who will get us there? And who will keep us there? If this is of interest to you, please get in touch with me. This is a project that's going to take about a year of involvement with us, training, coaching, consulting. So please get in touch. 12 months from now, you could be a very different church. Now, secondly, there's something that we're calling BOOM. Obviously, this is just a play on words here. BOOM stands for Boomers Out on Mission. What we're finding is that there are lots of folks in our congregations that fall into that demographic of baby boomer, plus or minus 5 years or so. And we've come to understand that folks in that age range are becoming more and more serious about their faith, about matters of the soul, even if they've spent a lifetime avoiding those things. And so we're making it a priority to mobilize the boomers of the church to be able to reach the boomers in the community. One of the primary tools we're using is something I call SPIN. It's a spiritual inventory for boomers. It helps them take stock of where they are spiritually, and if followed through, can guide them into the gospel, into knowing Jesus Christ, into becoming people of faith. We're already in the process of delivering training in boomer mobilization and utilizing these tools such as SPIN. So if you've got a congregation with lots of boomers, this might be something that you want to take advantage of. So please give us a call, get in touch, and let's make this happen. Thanks.